time to call your lawyer.
We drop a dime, as the saying used to go, before a payphone cost a quarter. And indeed, payphones still existed. And we make a call to our friend and attorney for the injured, Bruce L. Scheiner. See what he has to say about our question of the day. Might be the one you submitted. We'll find out in a moment. Tell you what we'll do, too, is we'll tell you how to submit a question if you would like to, because you never know when something comes up, legally speaking, that you'd like more information on. We'll also tell you how to contact his office because, you know, a lot of lawyers will offer a free initial consultation. Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates certainly do. And you might want to take advantage of that, especially if you're in a legal situation right now that you simply just don't understand. Before we get started, though, let me remind you that this is just general legal conversation. Should not be taken as specific advice in your specific circumstances. You've got to sit down, like I just mentioned, with a free initial consultation. You've got to sit down face-to-face with a legal professional before you can get some solid information. However, some good advice to pass along to everybody in any legal situation. Don't make any statements. Don't let anyone record any conversations. And don't sign anything without seeing a legal professional first. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured at Kicks Country 92.9. Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Todd. How are we doing this morning?
Terrific. It has been many weeks since we've heard about your grandbaby. How are things going?
Every day's a treat.
I'll bet. You're in a good position being a grandfather, of course.
Of course. I get them all riled up, and then I could go home.
And you don't have to stay up all night like the parents.
But you know, it's been so long since I've had a infant, and it's amazing just to see the progress when you watch the infant every day or every other day, to see the little progress they make. Yep. You know, it's just a whole new world.
All right. Well, let's see if we can bother you for just a little bit here with something a little bit more serious. We have a question from somebody who has a problem, and hopefully you can give us some thoughts on it, okay?
Yes, sir.
Here's what it says. My daughter went for a ride in her friend's dad's golf cart. She was driving erratically and ended up running the cart into a tree. This caused my daughter to have severe injuries. The insurance company is claiming my daughter was not authorized to drive the golf cart, and thus they had no responsibility. However, many people have seen others driving the golf cart, even when the father was present. What can I do to get my daughter's medical bills paid? And we have all scratched our heads all morning wondering if there's such a thing as golf cart insurance. We don't even know where to begin on this.
That's a great question, but let's back up even one step more. When we're talking about getting her medical bills paid, hopefully she has Obamacare or Medicare or health insurance. That would go a long way to getting her medical bills paid. But if she doesn't, and if she's to be compensated for her other pain and suffering and inconvenience and all the other damages she's entitled to, yes, homeowners insurance covers your golf cart.
Homeowners insurance?
Homeowners insurance.
I didn't think of that.
So our old friend homeowners insurance would be responsible. Now, the question comes, they said that the dad said she didn't have permission to use the golf cart.
The insurance company says, yes.
That's a familiar excuse that I hear all the time, and it turns out that most of the time you could show that if she didn't have specific permission to use the golf cart, she had implied permission. In other words, that the dad let her use it all the time, or the dad left the keys so that she could take it whenever she wanted to.
Or in the case, as it says here, many people, other neighbors and so forth, have been seen driving the golf cart, so it's a regular way of doing business, apparently.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So that would definitely weigh in her favor, then, if that were true.
Right. So it's the old story. She needs to see a professional. They need to contact the insurance company, see if they could reach a settlement. If not, it would be a case where you'd have to file suit against the homeowner, and the homeowner's insurance would be the one to pay. Also, under homeowners, there's usually a medical payment provision that pays medical bills up to their limit, which most of the time is $5,000, but it could be as low as $500, without regard to fault. So there's a way to get some of the medical bills paid right away without testing of whether the driver was authorized to drive the golf cart or not.
Well, that's good news right there as a start. But the rest of the story, when it is finally written, it will be written by a professional who weighs in on this in a court of law. So let's get this person to a professional, as we always recommend, and hope for a positive outcome. Bruce, very bizarre situation we had not heard of before, so thank you for helping us understand it a little bit better.
That's my pleasure, Todd.
And we look forward to talking to you next week.
I do, too.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and his answer of the week on Ask the Lawyer. Now, let me clue you in how to submit a question for Ask the Lawyer. If something comes up and you're just over your head or confused or whatever, please go ahead and feel free, in confidentiality, to send your question in to Bruce by going to our website, kickscountry929.com, and looking on the homepage for BLS Bruce L. Scheiner. If you're in a legal situation and you'd like more immediate attention, that would certainly be understandable. Most of us, as soon as we hear legal anything, we want immediate help from a professional. Then please get hold of the Port Charlotte office of Bruce L. Scheiner and Associates. They're at 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. Don't let anyone take away your rights. Find out how to protect yourself and your interests today by calling 743-7777. And tell them Todd Matthews sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.